that's a wrap. Blackstone is seasoned. I'm excited to cook on it. We are cooking Philly cheesesteaks, I think, tonight. We are cooking Philly cheesesteaks, I think, tonight. Better late than never. Oh man, do I love a good Philly cheesesteak. I've actually never been to Philly. I've never been to the East Coast, but I do love Philly cheesesteaks. Anytime my wife and I travel either to the Bay, I live in Northern California, or back up to Seattle, we always try to find a good Philly cheesesteak shop because they're so good and there's so few ingredients that you need to tell the cook what you want. You gotta tell them what kind of cheese you want and if you want onion or not, which is typically with or without. So the cheeses usually are provolone or American or Cheese Whiz, which is my personal favorite, and we are cooking up at the moment, getting it nice and ready. And then you just gotta tell them if you want onion or not, and that response would be with or without. And so you just be like, hey Uncle Tony, I want a cheesesteak provolone with, which means I want a cheesesteak, I want provolone, and I want with onion, or whatever you prefer. So simple ingredients, really. The ingredients are, get some onion, some seasoning, which simple salt will do just fine. However, I use some salt, I use some garlic powder, I use some onion powder, I use black pepper, and just a pinch of paprika. I like the color. Then you choose your cheese. I prefer Cheese Whiz. Then, of course, your hoagie roll, and then your ribeye steak. And that's it. You do want to put the ribeye steak in the fridge for about an hour. You want to get it nice and hard, and then so it's easier to slice. I don't have a meat slicer. I wish I did, but it's easier to slice and you can get thinner slices. So this is what it looks like after it's been all sliced up. Full disclosure, I did film me cutting it, but my other camera was in my other camera's lens, and that's embarrassing. So it's all cut up now. So now, while that cheese is starting to melt, I'm going to throw on the onions, and I actually prefer red pepper, or bell pepper, or red peppers, whatever in my cheesesteaks. I like the color. I'm not sure if it's like an authentic thing or not, like a sweet pepper, but tonight I have red pepper, and so that's what I'm gonna throw in there. All right, first up is going to be the onions and pepper before we throw the steak on. We're just going to throw these guys down here. And I like to use a little butter and salt to kind of draw a little bit of that moisture out and get a little bit more caramelized. Oh! Spilt the salt. Could you even imagine the pressure of making those two choices if you were like downtown Philly, if like the Eagles were playing, just like walking in and like freaking out, I don't know what cheese, I don't know, with or without, what are you talking about? Got some Philadelphian behind you just like yelling at you. Yay, the Eagles are playing in an hour, get the out of the way. Did I do it? Did I do the accent? It wasn't good. Alright, so these are about to my liking. I'm going to put them over kind of on the low heat side. And then we are going to get the steak on. Now that cooks extremely fast. You don't want to overdo a steak. Okay, so before I throw the steak on, I throw some more oil down. And I did not season the steak beforehand. I've watched a lot of YouTube and they said that the amount of salt I use at least, will draw out too much moisture with these thin slices. And we want to keep the ribeye nice and juicy. You paid a lot of money for this, so let's keep it this. Cha-cha-cha. Alright, you want to kind of spread it out a bit. Okay, now I got a little bit of nice color. I'm gonna sprinkle on the seasoning. I'm not dousing it. I want the, I don't know, the beef flavor really to shine. Alright, so these are just about done. I'm going to grab my cutting board real quick. Now we want to mix all the ingredients together. Alright, so when you're good and happy that they're mixed, my bread's a little small. Hold on. So I'm going to make 2 smaller piles. Small bread. Alright, when you have the piles that you're happy with, I'm not throwing that away. Don't worry. It'll get eaten. We want to spread the cheese, the love on. And now a lot of people do this after they put all their meat into the buns and things like that, but I like to do it before. It's my backyard. I can do whatever I want. Oh yeah. And then, with one, hopefully, beautiful swoop. Alright, let's get these over here, yeah? Oh man, would you look at that? How simple was that? Now I prefer to put a little bit more Cheez Whiz after the fact. Oh, that's still hot. And then comes the bite. Oh, hot. That is delicious. Slightly overdone ribeye, but we'll learn next time. And if you guys have any questions or any tips that I could have done a little bit better, please leave them in the comments below. And I appreciate if you liked, subscribed. I'm gonna have some more. Okay, everyone. That's a wrap. That was a good Philly cheesesteak. What I like to do at the very end of these videos is kind of quickly recap what I used to make that, which is ribeye steak. I left in the freezer for about an hour. Probably could use a little bit more time. It just helps with slicing a little bit better. I used some onions, peppers. You can use peppers with or without. We learned that at the very beginning of the video. Some seasoning, whatever cheese you want, and a hoagie roll. Slap it all together, eat it up. So I'm stoked. Football's back. This is one of my game day favorites, and I'm not even an Eagles fan, but I figure Philly cheesesteak. It's my wife's beanie, so I don't know, that'd be kind of funny. Anyways, until next Sunday, I'm going to do wings next Sunday. It's another one of my snacking favorites for game day. So have a great week, and until then, just keep sipping, chilling, and grilling.